Photographers are not just a camera operator. We are a painter. We are a storyteller, and my aim and my wish is to explore that talent to more Sarawakians. Capture that moment. Forget about your tools, forget about your technique or your settings. So you just capture that and translate that message into your caption. My name is Geoffrey. I'm a Sarawakian. Some people told me I'm a painter, but I paint with my camera. My passion and love for photography started when it was challenged by my wife and my friends. I always imagine stuff. Always imagine I'm somebody, or I'm Ultraman or something like that. Always visualize. I'm a very visual person when I'm young, but those visuals is only temporary in our mind. We can't capture, we can't keep it, or we can't share that with our friends. How can I capture what I see from my eyes or what I see from my imagination? That's how it drives me to photography. My mom is very artistic, I have to say. She can draw very well. Maybe I get it from her, the artistic side, the visual side from her. And then my dad is more to the organized and structure. So maybe I got it from my mom. I called it not for income. My day job is with the Convention Bureau. My expertise are on convention sales and also for market intelligence, and I manage the data for our convention. One of the things that you always dream of is to be able to fly, my friend. Like Superman, that we can fly, or fly like a bird. Maybe that's how bring me to drone photography or aerial photography today. But I started with SLR. Portraiture was my first. I started with portraiture. Landscape is not so much, but more to portrait because about culture, about heritage, about the emotion that leads. But today, 90% of my photography or videography is aerial videography and photography. My first camera will be associated with KFC. I was blessed when Kodak and KFC came out with a meal, KFC meal. McDonald's have meals, Happy Meal. So KFC pun nak ikut lah to have one meal. So they come up with this disposable camera from Kodak. That is my first camera. Nikon D100. I have to thank Nikon D100 for being the first digital SLR. Being the first digital SLR that utilized the prime lens that Nikon are currently they have at that time. It gave me the flexibility and it empower me to capture better photos. Because you can review that almost instantly, right? You take a photo, you know, oh, this is this. oh, this is the. Some people are not technical. I don't like technical because I want to capture the photos like how I imagine it. But digital camera allowed me to capture that and correct my technique or my settings in capturing that photo. The place is beautiful, or the subject is beautiful, or not just a person or something like that. The more frequent I get to hear that compliment from them, then that is where I will see, hey, that's my talent. I'm able to tell a story from my photos or express my feelings from the photography. The challenge was our personal perception. Until I met a few good photographers and videographers, they told me it's not the tools that you use, it's just how you capture that moment. It might be a short message. A blur picture might tell a more story than a still picture, a well-focused photo. A dim photo can tell even a better story. It says this is a gloomy day. It's not a perfectly lit day, right? Things like that. Favorite subject to shoot. It very much depends on the story, the message I want to convey. Aerial photography means to me two things. Number one, we are proud Sarawakian, are we? And we love Sarawak very much. And when we love something so much, we want to show the world what we have, how beautiful Sarawak is. We have a lot of you now on ground landscape photographers. We have a lot of portraiture photographers that be able to capture all our 27 ethnic groups. Landscape photographer and videographer, wow, you have amazing photos of Barrier, Mulu, you name it, you have it. Even of the magnificent Bakun National Park, a hydro dam, but you can turn it into a beautiful story. So what I want is that I want to be able to explore beyond what your capability, beyond SLR can do it, beyond action cam can do it. I want to bring it up to the sky, day or night, even in the cave. If I can do that, I can actually show them how magnificent Mulu is. Imagine not the DJI drone, but our racing drone or our long range drone. We have to start from scratch. There's no manual, so you pasang and you coba. I always remember one day, my wife told me, Geoffrey, are you sure kah? Your drone tidak jatuh kah? Mana boleh jatuh? I test banyak kali sudah. Dia keluar. Tiba-tiba dia stop, dia jatuh. And then go. Feel that it's too far for me. Shut down and masuk swimming pool. Because there's a safety shutdown because it's too near to you. If you find that there's a danger, kan? You cut down and sacrifice yourself for the safety of you. The same thing as the drone, we learn and we test where it's safe. Normally for our racing drone, we go to Padang Bola, because we can control the in and out of the Padang Bola. So now we are flying. So no one go in, no one go out. So we know that there is a place cordon for drone racing. Crash is a normal thing. Like how we learn how to ride bicycle. If you never crash, do you learn? Then you never know what is the maximum angle of your motorcycle or your bicycle. Then if you never dare to jatuh, you never learn how to wheelie. The storyteller. So if you are the storyteller and you want me to convey that story, and you're the biggest critic. If I'm the storyteller and I'm the biggest critic, if the picture cannot tell the story, it's not a good picture. The best photographer is not your tools, it's you and how you tell your story. So there's no bad pictures, it's just how you tell your story. So don't always feel bad that your decision is wrong, that, oh, I'm a photographer, I must, by having someone say, you cannot take a beautiful photos even though you have a Leica. No worry, I achieved my goals. I honor Leica. Can you honor Leica? You are expecting a beautiful weather today. You can't control that, am I right? If the client says, I won't pay you if I don't get that footage, a footage that you fly your drone at Fort Margarita, or just now our footage should be at the garden of the dune. It's in the job scope, and if the client demand you, I won't pay you if I don't get that footage. That is the most difficult, because you can't fight God, am I right? And you don't have time. Time is also God. So that is the biggest challenge. Sometimes to overcome that challenge, you just communicate with the clients. Always tell the clients, what's the main objective? To understand what is the main objective. If the main objective is to take a picture of the dune, it is best, am I right? Then we can schedule our job to earlier, or even to much earlier. So we have that photos, but on the actual day, or we can buy stock photo from our friends. It's also an economy for our buddies. A good recognition for their good job too. Collaboration will normally solve the problem. First, I have to say I'm blessed that I used to work for the tourism board. During my time with the tourism board, I get to meet a lot of wonderful people like you, all over Sarawak. They can be in the national park, they can be in the longhouse, they can be in the far corner of Sarawak. That also means that I cannot hide anything lah. Mana-mana pergi pun jumpa kawan. That give me the empowerment to see the value of Sarawak, true Sarawak culture, or understand the people of Sarawak. And that is, I treasure that the most, because that motivate me. For example, if someone asks you, say, Geoffrey, can you go to my longhouse, Longhouse for example, to spend 3 days of your leave or 5 days of your leave, maybe 3,000 ringgit of your personal income to take aerial photography of my land, because somebody is already masuk my land, and I don't have a digital proof to say that this is a native land, it's my kampong land. And for me to be able to help them with my skills and my knowledge, that means a lot to me. My dream is to be able to help Sarawakian to realize their talent and to help them to understand that the path to take, where they should go from here to earn their economy. I'm blessed with good sifu lah. Blessed with good sifu who give me the rule of thumb again. Tell your story regardless of your tools. If you are dependent on your skill at this right moment, you're not growing. You're not going to change. One day someone take that away from you. You're not able to see. One day you lose your vision. You lost your income. But if you're able to guide somebody, like if you with your skill today, if you can still guide me using your voice, your tutorial, since someone penned your story for you to write that PowerPoint, and to educate other people to do the things that you love to do, you still maintain your income. I will pay 5,000 ringgit for a 2 days course if you conduct that course. Geoffrey, how to create a story, like a short story, for example, with your skill and your reputation and your experience, I will pay 5,000 tutup mata. Whether you can take that video or not, I don't care, am I right? I want you to share that knowledge with me. I want to learn it from you. But if you depend on the gambar, the outcome that you produce, it's not sustainable. For those who can fly drone, for those who want to venture into drone photography to earn money, for the purpose of earning money, focus in your talent, your professional skills. If you can draw, then go into drawing it, digital editing and stuff like that. But if you cannot draw, but you can design and equipment, if you know the equipment so well, like how to design a sensor, a better sensor that can give a higher resolution or capture a higher shutter speed or anything like that, or how to shrink, to redesign your camera to make it light but yet be able to do what it needs to do. Venture into that. That will make you more money. The outcome should not be your measurement of your value. It's the process that give you your value. I hope the task is not something illegal lah. Landscape photography. Challenge accepted. Landscape. Perfect timing now. Okay, I'm going to describe my process along the way. Okay. Next thing is I take off and I hover your shape Making sure everything's okay, propeller is okay, battery is okay, exposure is correct. Then I go out. First, I fly based on line of sight. There is a regulation by CAM. I must fly my drone line of sight, and there's no one below me, or I'm not supposed to fly above anybody. When everything is safe, then I do my composition. I'm going to fly out. You take out. Remember the rule of thumb from my journalist friends. They always say, capture that moment. Forget about your tools, forget about your technique or your settings. So if just capture that and translate that message into your caption.